Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Here I am again on the beach at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. On a partly cloudy morning. 66 degrees here right now, 66 degrees. The average water temperature is about 65 degrees in Southwest Florida. Expecting today's highs to get right up, in the around 80, maybe the low 80s today. Did not see any dots for red tide on the map this morning on the news for North Naples. They said we are clear of the red tide here in North Naples. They had a couple dots to the north of us, and then quite a few dots on the map there up around Sanibel, Fort Myers Beach, the Sanibel area. But here in North Naples, from Bonita Beach south all the way down to Marco Island, there wasn't any dots showing any concentrations of red tide. That's pretty much all of Collier except for Marco. Are they right? We'll find out. I was kind of surprised when I was watching the news this morning. Boy, remember how foggy it was when I started yesterday? And then by the time I left the beach yesterday morning, it was absolutely gorgeous. A lot calmer out here this morning also. There's still fog in the area, spotty fog. Looks hazy out on the horizon. Good morning, Donnie. Maria, good morning. Lynn, good morning. I'm just making my way up to the pass here. The tide's a little lower than it was yesterday. See if there's any shells up here or anything interesting before the tide rolls in. I need to find a nice little shell with a hole in it, something nice to hang on the prayer tree. One of our beach family members lost her little bird, Sunshine. I don't know if any of you have seen Winetta Young on here from Nova Scotia, but her little bird, Sunshine, he passed away a few days ago. And he used to get so happy when Roy would play his harmonica and sing, "You Are My Sunshine," when Netta would play the videos for him. And he used to dance around. So prayers go out to Winetta. It's hard when you lose a pet. Poor Sunshine. I know Sunshine's in a happy place now. Sunshine's singing and dancing. So I need to find a shell for Sunshine. Boy, it is nice and flat out there. It'd be awesome if some dolphins would come by this morning. Would love to see some little dolphins swimming around. Oop. Those are plovers. Some little plovers just landed on the beach here. Oop, some little sanderlings coming in behind them. Nothing, got nothing. Somebody's been spoiling them. Good morning. Somebody's been feeding those little guys up here. That's why they're flying in like that in the morning. It's not a good thing to do. It's fun, and it feels like you're doing the right thing, feeding the wildlife, but it really doesn't help them out. Then they get used to it and get lazy. Good morning. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Find anything good?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet? Really?
Nice day, though.
Yeah. Have a good one. Good morning. Good morning. Let's take the wet road instead of the high road. I'm out here in the water. That wasn't good news. I thought there was going to be some shells up here. One of our friends walking the beach said didn't find anything. I don't know what exactly he was looking for. Good morning. How you doing today? That's all right. It happens. I was saying it was Saturday all day yesterday during my beach walk. Good morning. Only a couple pelicans sitting out in the water right now. 2 or 3, maybe 2, I don't know. I haven't seen many pelicans flying around yet. How about that water yesterday up here at Wiggins Pass? Wow. Were those colors just not awesome? I just stood there for a couple minutes with the camera rolling as the boats were going by. It was gorgeous. It's kind of funny if you watch that video. First, a nice little boat goes by, then a bigger boat goes by, and then in comes one of those super duper expensive speed boats, rumbling in, really noisy. And then 2 people on a kayak come paddling by. So it was kind of a good example of all the different boats that are coming through the pass here. We have seen some gorgeous boats. Gorgeous boats up here. The kind of boats that if you have to ask how much they cost, you know you can't afford them. I mean, people put millions into their boats. I had a friend of mine used to deliver boats to people from the manufacturers, and he every once in a while would deliver some incredible boats. He delivered a Boston whaler. You know, you think of a Boston whaler as a fishing boat. It was, I forget how big it was. It was over 30 feet. And it cost $1.2 million for a fishing boat. And the guy never drove a boat before that bought it. So my friend not only delivered the boat, but taught him how to run the darn thing. There's some shells here. That little ridge of shells is kind of exposed over here, but I am not seeing anything. What I said was down in the water yesterday. I showed you all that line of shells. Well, it's out of the water right now, for the most part. So I'm gonna have to look close down here. I've not seen a shell for sunshine. Probably gonna wind up, what I find is probably gonna be tiny. Something that somebody missed, something really small. See, this is that ridge here. And I need the help of the waves to spread it out, to spread everything out here. Well, I haven't smelled the red tide yet. Keep my fingers crossed. They said it's not up here. I'm hoping they're right. Here at Wiggins Pass. Said it's just to the north of us. Let's hope it doesn't stay to the north. Let's hope it just moves away, moves on out into the Gulf. Gosh, not really seeing anything down here yet. Pretty sparse. Pretty sparse. I had some expectations of finding something this morning up here. I might have jinxed myself. Come out here not expecting to find anything, and I do good. It's when I expect to find something, I don't. Maybe Kevin scooped them all up yesterday morning. I told him to go look out in the water. Oh, here's a little, looks like a little, boy, I don't have a little Venus sunray. Look at that. Look how small that one is. I don't have one of those. I always find the bigger ones. That's cute. That's a little keeper. That's something a little different. Cool. Of course, I love these shells here, but I don't need another one. This one's chipped anyway. These little spiny cockle shells. I've never seen a big spiny cockle. See big cockle shells, but not the spiny ones. All its little ridges there. See that? It's so cool. There goes a solo fisherman. One fisherman out, heading out in his boat. The water doesn't look anything like it did yesterday here. Yesterday was just incredible. Look at those clouds though. Check out these clouds. These streaks. That's pretty cool. always different when we come out here, isn't it? The clouds, the color of the water. It's always something different. It's just no two mornings are ever alike out here. Oh, darn it. A broken little murex. This piece of one down there. Cute little shells, the murex shells. There's still a line of shells here in the water. There could be something down there in the water rolling around. I want to check this little spot here up on shore first. The shells are all nice and spread out. Spread out, but there's nothing there. Not much of anything further up the beach there. Not much of anything. Look down here. Look in the water. Yesterday it was really hard to see down here with the waves. High tide's around 12:15 today. Low tide around 5:20 this evening. Later today. No moon shells rolling around down there. No tulips. A slow morning for shelling. Not even a nice big shell with a hole in it. Looking for something to hang on the prayer tree. There was a bunch of cockles the other day with holes in them, big cockle shells along here. Little snowy egret friend up here. Good morning. Good morning there, snowflake. Can almost reach out and pet it. The wind rustling its little feathers. Quiet here today, very quiet. Starting to see some of those beautiful greens, the blues and greens here in the water now. Starting to get some of the color as that sun gets a little higher. Who knows what's down there? A lot of conch shells piled up down there. This little bend here, a lot of shells get caught up here. But that is a steep drop off. A lot of little fighting conchs down there. Not seeing anything. Well, what's that? Nope, that's a fighting conch. That is a big drop off. And it's loose sand all along there. Gotta be really careful out there. Not supposed to be swimming out here, not supposed to be swimming or out in the water. Any dolphins? I don't see any dolphins out here. It is quiet here this morning. The fisherman just left. The lone fisherman just took off. Just me and Rich. Rich out here looking for glass and shark's teeth, wherever he can find. Got the whole point to myself. Now is when I wish there was like tons of shells up here. I could hoard them all. Nothing. But I'm okay with that. I'll adjust. I can handle it. Pass is quiet this morning. I don't see any boats coming out here. Monday morning, I think a lot of people are back to work, thankfully. A lot of construction going on down here in Southwest Florida, especially in Naples. A lot of remodeling. The real estate market's doing really well down here. Good morning. There's what there is as far as seashells on the beach. A lot of broken stuff. Everything that people discarded, they didn't want. Sure is quiet today, isn't it? Hardly anybody out here. I'm not complaining. Nana likes it when it's empty like this. She likes a nice, empty, quiet beach. Nope, nothing down here. Where's my moon shells? My moons, have they deserted me? I've been abandoned by my moon shells. Seen quite a few olives, but they're all missing their ends. They're all missing the tips, all the olive shells. This is a half of an olive shell. See the inside of it. Go down the beach and see if the water's spread out any of those little piles of shells, thinned them out, uncovered something. I'm just striking out here this morning. Striking out. Still beautiful. Still a beautiful morning here. It's awesome just to be able to be out here walking the beach. Cannot complain. Finding some nice shells is just a bonus. Hey, good morning. Are the fish coming back?
No.
Not yet. You just got out for some practice?
Yeah. Well, you have to come and look.
There you go.
They need to get us a camera here to take,
There you go.
so we can see them when they catch them.
So, well, we need some underwater cameras out here. That'd help. There's the closest thing to a moon shell that I found so far. Washed up on the beach. That's what's left of it. That big pile that was up here is already gotten knocked down and pulled out into the water. That big pile of shells. Doesn't take long for them to get spread out here. This is where I'd have thought there'd be something good right down in here. This is right on the corner, the point of the beach, the north end of the park. Nothing. Nothing. This is where I found tons of shells a couple weeks ago. Tons of them. Pockets full of them. It was right here. Right here. Nada. Not a thing. Usually I'll find a little baby shell. A little something. Nothing. Did you find something? Pretty slim pickings today. Oh, you found a couple little baby moons?
Paul Newman.
Nice. A Paul Newman with the blue eye. Nice.
How's it going?
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be little ones today.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. I'd be happy with a little one. Hey, Phil. Yeah, I'd be happy with a couple little ones washing up on the beach here. I really want to find that shell for Winetta's bird, Sunshine. I really want to find a nice shell for Sunshine. Come up higher on the beach, see if there's anything up here. Another remnant of a murex shell. What's left of an apple murex? Huh. No. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What's buried down in here? Who knows? Who knows what's down here? Look at that. Who knows what all might be buried down there? Darn. I'd love to find a nice fighting conch, like one of those half of a fighting conch where you can see inside of it, or even a slice of a fighting conch. It's so beautiful. It kind of looks like a heart. They were all over the place the other day. Now I don't see a one. Huh. There might be a spot back up in here. People have been busy putting shells on the prayer trees, though. There's more and more shells starting to pop up on the trees here at the north end of the park. Our friend Tommy's moon shell's still there. Carrie's friend Tommy, there's his moon shell is still there on the tree there. It's kind of turned sideways, but there's Tommy's shell right there. Sometimes there's some shells washed up high up onto the beach. They get caught up under these trees. I'm not seeing what I want. I am not seeing what I want down here. Good morning. No dolphins, darn it. dolphins on this nice flat water this morning. No dolphins yet, who knows? Roy thinks he might have saw a dolphin yesterday morning. He's not sure. It was pretty far out. He doesn't know if it was a dolphin or pelican diving in. He just saw kind of a splash, he thought. Well, here's somebody's sand creation. Look at that. That's quite large. Quite large. Can't get in though, it's gated. I'm smelling the red tide. They said it's not up here in North Naples this morning. I just got a whiff of it. Unless it's in the sand. Now that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. I don't know how long it's gonna be here before it crumbles. I can't believe how quiet it is this morning. Hardly anybody out here. A few people. I haven't seen our pelicans flying back and forth this morning. Only seen a few sitting out in the water here and there. Hey, keep those prayers coming for Lourdes. Keep those prayers coming. Strength in numbers. I saw something in the water. Not sure what it was. Pretty far out. Pretty darn far out. Let's see if I see it again. Could have just been a little wave playing tricks on me. I don't see it. Quiet today, huh? I'm not complaining.
I was gonna say.
Well, it is hazy out there in the Gulf. Very hazy. Good morning. Hey. One little tern, a lone tern. Wonder if it's the same tern we saw yesterday up by Wiggins Pass. Just hanging here by itself. A lesser crested tern. Neat birds. Beautiful birds. Just hanging out all by itself. Kind of weird. Good morning. Just kind of looking at me. Doesn't seem to be too worried about me standing here. Good morning. It's just within a couple of feet of me. Not even moving. Totally oblivious to me here. Just looks like it's going to sleep. Just closing his eyes. That's a great close-up view of a tern. Can't get any closer than that. Wow. Oh. What's up? Anything exciting?
Another day in Florida. Yeah, there was a bunch of dogs when I first came out.
You saw a bunch when you first came
Well,
out?
it was 5 or 6 of them.
Really?
Going back and forth feeding, right?
Down at the
Right
end?
the beginning of the park. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were pretty close. Too.
And you didn't bring them along.
That's right.
Phil, tomorrow, if you see that, please bring them up here for me. Roy would love to see them.
I know.
5 or 6 dolphins.
Yeah, they were going back and forth, nice and easy too.
Wow.
And there was a lot of bait fish.
Oh, really?
Jumping in and around this way.
Hey, that's good news.
Yeah.
I haven't seen,
Catching anything.
nobody's catching anything, and I haven't seen any bait fish up here at this end.
That was the first time.
Yeah, well, that's good news. That's good news. Phil said he saw 5, maybe 6 dolphins when he first came onto the beach this morning, all the way down at the south end of the park, down there by Bluebill. Said 5 or 6 dolphins were just kind of meandering around, looked like they were feeding, and he said he saw a lot of bait fish in the water down there. So that's good news, because I haven't seen anything like that here further to the north. I haven't seen any fish in the water yet since the red tide. Hopefully that red tide is on its way out. They said it is not here in North Naples. They said the only place that is in the map showed the only place the red tide was at in low concentrations was down on Marco Island. I'm gonna double check that map. You can click on, there's a link in the description of this post here where you can click and get the red tide report. You can get one for the entire state, or you can get one for Collier County. 2 options when you click on that link. There's also a link there if you want to join the fight, make a donation to combat those releases from Lake Okeechobee. Help figure out an alternative to end that pollution from Lake Okeechobee. If you want to join the cause, Captains for Clean Water, there's a link to their website. There's also a link to my PayPal account if you enjoy what I do here, if you appreciate what I do. If you want to send a little thank you, a tip, a gratuity, you can use that PayPal link. Yeah, we'll just walk down the beach for a little while, see what's cooking, see if Roy saw any dolphins. The water does not look as clear as it was yesterday. However, it's not as sunny as it was yesterday either. Good morning. I hope by Wednesday that this water is crystal clear, fish starting to return. Let's see what happens. Keep our fingers crossed, huh? The dolphins. Yeah, Royce making his move, taking his walk. Mark. Looks like Mark is here also. Boy, these are the kind of mornings we like seeing the dolphins, just because it's flat out there. We got a little sunlight out there in the water. Hey guys,
Hey,
good
Robb.
morning. Mark, how are you today?
You getting some good pictures?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Hey, dolphins.
I didn't see any, but our friend Phil saw 5 or 6 of them
I saw a bunch of them.
down all the way down at the end of the park, the south
Well,
end.
Mark said there was one just when he was walking down. I was sitting there, but I didn't see him.
You didn't see it? Darn.
Oh, it's a pretty day.
Well, they're out there, that's for sure. They're out there.
Oh, then.
I said they're out there. The dolphins are out there. I thought I saw something come out of the water earlier, but it was so far out. If you look, you look out here, you can't even see the horizon. The horizon just kind of blends in. You think you see it, but you don't. That dark line is not the horizon, it's a little beyond that. There's a few spots where it just disappears in the haze. Good morning. When I take those videos of the water, those little 1-minute water clips, this is usually about where I'm at. Roy's chair right there. I'm usually right out in this area. The sun's not blocked by the trees. That's one reason as I pick this spot. The sun's not shining very bright right now, but now you can see the bottom here. The reflections down there. Just doesn't look as nice when the sun's not out. I don't hear any of the ospreys behind me here. I don't hear them. I don't see any up there in the nest this morning. The nest is right up there at the tip of my finger. I don't see either of the 2 ospreys up there. One could be hunkered down in there if there's any eggs. We'll be keeping an eye on that. Yeah. A little snowy egret here. I don't think there's any little bait fish in the water here. I have not been seeing them catching anything. I think they're unfortunately relying on the fishermen to catch something, and that's not happening either. Because they're always looking at people. They're always looking closely at people, hoping they got something. And that's not good when they rely on people. Let's see, it's looking in the water, and there's nothing out there. Let's see if it finds anything. Let's see. Nope. I haven't seen any of those big schools of those little minnows swimming around. They've got very, very keen eyesight. If they're out there, they're going to find them. The sun is just behind a thin layer of high altitude clouds. We got sun out here, but not full sun. About probably 40%. Maybe 50%. Well, no seashell for sunshine, darn it. I will just have to keep my eyes open. The tide is coming in here, so the water's getting deeper. Good morning. High tide's a little after noon time today. Can't believe how flat it is. Just seems like it's getting flatter, calmer out there as the morning progresses. Usually it's the other way around. Oh boy, yesterday. Man, oh man, I'm surprised I could move yesterday. Did you see that breakfast I had at the Naples House of Omelets? Oh my Lord. I'll tell you what, their portions never disappoint me. Never disappoint me. Yesterday I had 3 eggs, 2 pork chops, some hash browns, some slices of tomato toast. Hey, good morning. Unbelievable. And those pork chops were delicious, by the way. Absolutely delicious. Highly recommend that place. I think we'll do a little get together over there, just a handful of friends, maybe next month. Just a small group, nothing out of control. So I'll give everybody a week's notice or so when that date might be. This time it won't be guys only. Last time just a few of us guys went over there. Just some little teeny tiny waves washing up on the shore here. Nothing much. Couple little shells down here. Nothing to get excited about. I'm always looking. Believe me, I'm always looking. You never know. And that one special shell could wash up anywhere on the beach. There's no rules. But it doesn't look like this is the place. It doesn't look like this is where it's gonna happen. Huh. And that's that. Just like that. Come on, dolphins. Make my day. Make my day. Good morning. Look up Area 4 beach. Yeah, Jennifer Ann, she tested negative for COVID. Thank goodness. Hopefully that is behind her. Good morning, guys. How are you? Hey. Uh-huh.
I was saying
There's
it
a
was
debate
over
about
in here.
It was up further.
You think it was up further?
Yeah, I know right where it was. I can show you where the stump's still there.
Well, here.
It was,
Now you have evidence.
yeah, it's still, the tree's still, it's all rotted away. It just fell over. The tree was rotted,
Right.
and it just fell over. Yeah, it's up in area 5.
In 5.
Yep.
Maybe wrong.
Yeah. Roy used to sit up there. There used to be all those little railroad vines would bloom, and there used to be a bench up there he'd sit on. Right.
I thought it was like right between.
You're close. You're
Right
close.
in there. Right over here, but not far from this bathroom.
I think you can. I think the path is still there because we lost a lot of the
How far
path.
is this side of the point?
In between the pine tree, the 2 sets of pine trees.
Okay. By the restroom.
Yeah. I'm.
What's in our spot?
Are you looking for it?
I've written a piece.
Okay.
Written the history of the.
Well, let's
of the
walk up there.
Osprey.
Let's walk
there's
up
a
there
big
and find
debate.
it.
Everyone's debating. All the rangers are debating where the first nest was. I thought it was up in
I've
here
got-
where Cynthia did. I thought it was.
Well, I don't know if we want to call it the first nest. I mean,
No.
it's the big nest
one
that
that
was.
blew down.
Yeah, you could see from the beach, and
yeah.
yeah.
In 2000, there was a big ceremony with the friends.
'Cause
And they had I have press clippings about it, but it doesn't just say.
They
where
had me
located.
fly the drone over it to look and see if there were eggs in it one day.
Huh. Well, I just.
And I
remember
got video of the ospreys mating up in that nest, and
It was so.
X-rated.
Yeah.
It was so.
it doesn't look
evident.
like they have fun.
Well, it was so obvious because there wasn't a lot of foliage.
Right, it was just
around
that
It was
one
just sitting on the
Big
top.
trunk, yep,
Yeah.
sticking up. Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah. Well, I have a photo of it.
There was a bee's nest in it too, because it was kind of rotted and hollowed out.
How high was the tree before it blew over? It's not as high as it is now.
Oh gosh, no, it was maybe 25 feet.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go, 20 to 25 feet. Now that my photo may help you.
Yeah,
You've seen them back in the other nest that they abandoned.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when did you first see them in there? Back, returning back.
Yeah. I told him I thought it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
thinking
second 2 weeks.
it's been, at least 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I saw them, what looked like them mating a couple times. So I don't know if there's, any eggs up there yet or not.
Well, both of them have been on the nest a lot of days.
It's kind of funny when the male will just he swoops in, and it doesn't take long, and he does it a couple times. It looks like they're fighting.
Yeah. Now, see, I thought it was right back up in here. It wasn't.
No, because you can't walk back in there. Remember, there was a path that went right next to it, and there's no pathways back here.
Yeah. See, I'm not a good source.
Oh yeah, you are.
'Cause I thought
You-
it was
you-
right
I got a
up in-
cross-reference to get my
I
sources.
thought it was right by that stairway right there.
No, it was up here. We're on the quest for the old osprey nest here, folks. With Jim Matthews, historian over here, Jim Matthews.
Gotta get it right.
He's got to get his facts right. Are you going to turn this into a book?
Well, it's going to be a sort of
A series?
the annual history is what we're working on now.
Okay.
2020. You're right in the annual history.
All right, the annual history of the park. Awesome. So he's trying to learn as much as he can.
On the ospreys.
There you
Because
go.
They disappeared. Everyone's going, oh, poor ospreys. We've been coming here for 10 years and watching the ospreys mate and fish,
Yeah.
and now they're not there. And we just found out they're back.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, I've never seen them leave. I mean,
They abandoned the nest.
I've seen them leave the nest, but I always see them in the park
Yeah, well,
They were sitting down on the tree
further down. Yeah.
and two for days after they were in this nest.
When I went down just few minutes ago, I didn't see any in the nest this morning, but I'll usually
Here yesterday.
I'll usually hear them when I come out here in the morning with Roy.
the state biologist And in the summer was doing a nesting bird survey.
Uh-huh.
While he was here, he saw the eagle in the osprey nest.
He saw the eagle.
Yep. And so,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any in the nest this morning.
he's coming. They're working on the nest.
There's one right there coming home.
Yeah, he had a piece of something.
Yep. They're definitely getting ready for eggs.
The nest looks like they've been working on it pretty hard.
Yep.
It's more substantial.
Yep, they've definitely been rebuilding that nest. See, you can't even see it. Well, there, now he's up. But the other one could be laying down in the nest. And you don't see him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one we just saw had one. He dropped it. He lost it.
It's what it looks like to me is they bring in like seaweed and stuff, and they make like a bedding in there.
Yeah.
Here comes the oldest osprey on the beach.
Roybird, the mayor.
He got dubbed the king there by somebody, the king of the beach.
Oh,
He's gone way up.
Oh, he's gone from mayor to king?
Yeah, the grand poobah. Okay, let me figure this out here. Everything good today, buddy? How you doing, Captain?
Hey, Mr. Robb.
Are you behaving yourself? No? Perfect answer.
Hi, you're Mr. Robb.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Is it starting to look familiar?
What was the other rest of the
This is all changed back up in here. All changed.
But what I'll do is I'll pull that photo out because I shot it from back a little ways.
We're going to go find the tree that used to have the original osprey nest in it here. The paths aren't even the same anymore back up into here. Now, this is the old, ow. There used to be a path all along here, all back in here. Yeah, you can't even get to it anymore. It's all overgrown. All that's left of the path was, yeah, yeah.
See the stump?
I mean, I got to get my bearings here. It's so different now. So different up here. It's totally different. There was a narrower path that you'd go down closer to the water, and I think it's gone. I think the path that it was on is gone. If I could, it might have been a little further up the beach, but it was definitely not down this far.
So it's
Is that? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't down this far.
I got that horrible poison ivy when I was picking up garbage.
It was between, I think, that bathhouse there and, but there was a smaller pathway
Yeah, I agree with that.
that you could walk on,
Yeah, 'cause that's
and I think it's I think the
Right in here. But you don't see a stump, Rob.
no, it's
maybe probably covered up.
Or they could have pulled it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it laid there for years and years. Let me look up here. Boy, this beach has changed so much up here. So much. The beach has actually come up closer to the trees. No. There used to be actually a pathway between the big wide pathway and the beach, and that is gone now. I don't know if it's overgrown or if it got washed away. It's amazing. I'm being put to the test here. Being put to the test. See, it looked like this, just like this, except maybe another 10 feet higher. It looked just like that dead tree right there, except maybe 10 feet taller.
It was straight up, too.
Yep.
It was just completely straight up.
But,
Well, I'll say
I mean, none of this was here back then. And I'm thinking this is around where it might have been, right in here. Because it was just a little tiny walkway. It wasn't a big path. All kinds of little wildflowers on both sides.
I appreciate it.
I think it was right in here is where it was.
I just need to stay by that math house.
Yep.
Number on the front of it. Thanks, you guys.
I could actually, I'll go look at some of my old aerials. I'll find exactly where that was, I think.
Thank you.
All right.
good to see you guys.
Because none of this was here. This wasn't like this. It wasn't open like this.
We just came periodically on like the weekend.
Uh-huh.
I don't, I said to him that kids were just newly potty trained, so anytime you came to the beach, it was by one of the bathhouses.
Right, absolutely. It was,
So you could make it quicker.
yeah, see that the path is gone. I'm almost positive it was back in here where this new sidewalk is and everything.
Yeah. Well, I have a great photo because the kids loved it so much. Every time they came, they wanted to
Well,
see
that's
it.
good.
So I have a photo of it, and it was hanging in their room, and I still have the photo. So.
Because there used to be a bench out here.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
There used to be a bench here, and Roy used to sit on the bench, and you'd just go up to the little tiny path and around the corner, and that's where the nest was.
It must be feeding the birds.
Yeah, I don't show that.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too. The hunt for the old Osprey nest was not successful. It was not up this far. I know that. It wasn't this far up the beach. I think the path that it was on has disappeared, and that all the dead wood has been cleared out. Sorry about that. I was kind of looking forward to seeing that myself. Yep, nope. There's no cut-throughs here. No cut-throughs. Ah, darn it. Well, Jim, he's working on the history of the park. It's going to be great when he gets it all compiled. Going to be some interesting stuff in there. I am gonna, if I had to bet money on it, I would say I'm gonna have to go back and look at some old videos. But I am almost positive it was right back in here. A lot of you probably remember that old osprey nest just sitting up on that old dead tree stump. Old tree trunk. It was more than wasn't a stump, it was a trunk. But there used to be a little tiny trail. A little narrow trail. Every once in a while the turtles would come up here and lay their eggs, get up close to the parking lot. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I said you were filming me.
No.
Yes.
With the
I feel like it.
what? Yeah, this has all been opened up here. I don't think. Oh well, change. It was neat. Back then it was really easy to see the ospreys. They were kind of out in the open and low to the ground. It was a great place to get pictures of them and to watch them. Go the back way here. Beautiful bathhouses, by the way. Here is one of them. They just finished cleaning this one up, remodeling it, giving it a new coat of paint, it looks like, cleaning the insides up. They all got freshwater outdoor showers to rinse off, which is something you should really get in the habit of doing if you go in the Gulf of Mexico. Rinse off. I'm going to say that was right around in here, because you can see elements of the old pathway from the beach back in there. Darn it. So this is the back side of the beach here, the back side, if you've never walked through here. There's a couple little pathways to take you out to the beach. There's another one of the pine trees that fell over here years and years ago back in there. I don't know if you can see it. One of those big old Australian pines that got blown over in one of our big storms a long, long time ago. Just rotting away. I know Mark would definitely know where that osprey nest was exactly. He's been here a long time, Ranger Mark, Assistant Park Manager Mark. But I would bet money it was up where that new clearing is up there. See, there used to be a trail back through here too as well. There kind of still is the remains of a path back through here. And then you get back out onto the beach. It's getting time to wrap it up here. Yeah, it turned out to be uneventful. A quest with no end. Just more uncertainty. Well, thanks for tuning in. No dolphins. Couldn't find the old osprey nest. No shells. Just a quiet morning out here with our friends. A quiet Monday morning. I'll be out here tomorrow morning, God willing. It's always up to the man upstairs. He's in control. But hey, if you like what you see, tell your friends, invite them to tag along. And as always, I appreciate your friendship and your financial support. Both of those are what keep me coming back here and allow me to come out here in the mornings. So thank you. See if Roy saw any dolphins. See if the skipper saw any dolphins over here. Well, any dolphins?
No.
You didn't see any. Darn it. Me either.
No.
Nope. Nada. Oh well. Still nice.
Beautiful.
Still glorious. Still glorious. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Tally ho, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.